Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani just had a season for the ages. They both finished the 2024 season with more than 50 home runs, 130 RBIs, and a 300 batting average. I was curious how many times that's been done, so I did a stat head search to find out. It turns out that only 5 other players in history have posted such seasons, if you also include an OPS plus of 190 or higher. Babe Ruth did it 4 times between 1920 and 1928. Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa both did it in 2001. Mickey Mantle did it in 1956. And the underrated Jimmy Fox did it in 1932. And that's it. So Judge and Ohtani are in rarefied air. And not only that, but Aaron Judge also posted these numbers in 2022, meaning he's the only player other than Babe Ruth to do it in multiple seasons. And at this point, it's clear that Judge and Ohtani are on their way to becoming all-time greats. For the last 4 seasons, they've taken turns leading Major League Baseball in WAR, with Ohtani leading in 2021 and 23, and Judge doing the honors in 22 and 24. And of course, a lot of attention has been given to the fact that this year, Shohei Ohtani became the first 50-50 player in history, finishing with 54 home runs and 59 stolen bases. And he broke Ichiro Suzuki's record for most stolen bases by a Japanese-born player. Ohtani also posted a preposterous 411 total bases, becoming only the 13th player ever with at least 410 total bases. A lot has already been said about Ohtani's historic greatness, and I think at this point we can all agree that it's hard to even exaggerate how great Ohtani really is. It feels like every year he finds a new way to make history. On years when he hits and pitches, he's pretty much the game's most valuable player by default. And in 2024, Ohtani didn't pitch at all due to an arm injury, and he still found a way to do something that's never been done before. And I'd be shocked if he didn't win the MVP again this year, which would make him only the 12th player ever to win the MVP 3 or more times. But it's not only Ohtani that's making history right now. We also need to start talking about Aaron Judge, not only as one of the best hitters in the game right now, but as one of the best hitters all time. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at the numbers. In 2022, Aaron Judge put his name in the history books when he broke the American League record with 62 home runs and won the MVP along the way. But believe it or not, his 2024 season was even better. All of his slash numbers went up, as did his RBIs and walks. Judge had such a crazy year, he became the first player to post a slugging percentage over 700 since Barry Bonds did it 20 years ago in 2004. And Aaron Judge is now one of only 9 players with multiple seasons of an OPS plus of 200 or higher, one of only 14 players with multiple seasons of 10 or more WAR, and one of only 5 players in history with 350 home run seasons. And if you exclude guys who allegedly benefited from performance-enhancing drugs, Judge sits alone with Babe Ruth on this list. And he now sits second all-time in home runs per at-bat for his career, hitting a dinger once every 11.31 at-bats. Only Mark McGwire has more home runs per at-bat. And Judge's career OPS plus is now up to 173, meaning he's been 73% better than a league average hitter for his entire career. This brings him into a dead tie with Mike Trout, who also sits at 173. So Judge and Trout are now tied for 8th all-time in career OPS plus, just ahead of Mickey Mantle at 172 and just behind Rogers Hornsby at 175. This is some pretty elite company here. So if you want to talk about peak prime seasons, Judge is already up there with the all-time greats. But what remains to be seen is if Judge can keep up this historic pace into his mid-30s. It's a real shame that by age 32, we've really only seen 4 full seasons from Judge. He missed significant time in 2018 with a wrist injury, 2019 with an oblique injury, 2020 with a calf injury, and 2023 with a toe injury. But the 4 full seasons we have seen from Judge, 2nd in MVP voting in 17, 4th in MVP voting in 21, an MVP win in 22, and most likely another MVP win in 2024. So when Judge is healthy, he's elite. It's as simple as that. So hopefully both Judge and Ohtani can both keep this up for a few more years, as it's so much fun to watch. And I really hope baseball fans can stop and appreciate what we're watching right now. 2 of the most dominant players of all time. If you made it this far, do me a favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons. It helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching.